Column 31 Isaiah chapter 37 verse 24 to 38 to 8. 1. Continue 37 to 24. Your servants you have reproached my Lord, and you said, by the multitude of my chariots I will go up to the highest mountains, to the sides of 2. Lebanon, and I will cut down the high cedars from the choicest fir trees, and I will go to the highest end of his Carmel. 25. I 3. Have read, dug, and I have drunk, foreign, water, and I have dried up with the sole of my feet all of the rivers of the fortresses. 26. Have you not heard? 4. From afar that I have done it, from ancient days that I have formed it, and now I have brought it to pass that you should make desolate. 5. Fortress cities into Nazarene, stripped off, heaps. 27. Therefore their inhabitants were of shortened hands, they were dismayed, and the inhabitants, ashamed, were as grass of the field. 6. And as green vegetation, and the grass on roofs like fields scorched anciently, and before your standing up, blasted before they are grown up. 28. And your dwelling and your going out and your coming in. 7. I know, and your rage against me. 29. Because your rage against me and your arrogance, and Aleph, and is come up into my ears, and I will put my hook into your nose and my bit. 8. Into your lips, and I will cause you to return in the same way in which you came. 30. And this is a sign for you, you shall eat. 9. This year of aftergrowth, and in the second year volunteer grain, and in the third year you shall sow, and you shall reap, and you shall plant 10. Vineyards, and eat the fruit. 31. And those escaped of the house of Judah, and the thing found, remnant, shall again take root downward and make fruit upward. 32. Because 11. From Zion, Jerusalem, the remnant shall go out, and the escapees from Jerusalem, Mount Zion. The zeal of YHWH of hosts will do this. pp. 12. 33. Therefore thus says YHWH to the king of Assyria, he will not come into this city, and he will not 13. Pour out a mound upon it, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come in front of it with shields. 34. By the way which he came. 14. In it he shall return, and into this city he shall not come, says YHWH. 35. And I will defend this city. 15. To save it for my own sake, and for the sake of David my servant. pp. 16. 36. And the angel of YHWH went out and struck in the camp of the Assyrians, 185,000, and they rose up in the morning. 17. And behold, all of them were dead corpses. 37. And Sennacherib king of Assyria he returned, and he dwelled at Nineveh. 18. And he was worshipping in the house of Nisroch his god, and Adramelech and Sharezer his sons struck him with the sword. 19. And they escaped into the land of Ararat, and Esarhaddon his son reigned in his place. pp. 20. Chapter 38 to 1. And in those days Hezekiah was deathly sick, and Isaiah son of Amoz the prophet came to him, and he said, 21. To him thus says YHWH, command your house, you shall die, and you shall not live. 2. And Hezekiah turned 22. His face to the wall, and he prayed to YHWH. 3. And he said, I pray, O YHWH, please remember how I have walked before you. 23. In truth and with a perfect heart, and the good in your eyes I have done. And Hezekiah wept a great weeping. 24. 4. And the word of YHWH came to Isaiah, saying, 5. Go, and you shall say to Hezekiah, thus says YHWH. 25. The God of David your father, I have heard your prayer, and I see your tears, behold I am adding to 26. Your days 15 years. 6. And from the hand of the king of Assyria I will deliver you in this city, and I will defend 27. Upon this city, for my own sake and for the sake of David my servant. 7. And this is to you the sign from YHWH that he will do. 28. Even YHWH, this thing which he has spoken. 8. Behold, I will cause the shadow to return of the degrees which have gone down in the sundial. 29. Upon Achaz by the sun backward 10 degrees and the sun returned 10 degrees in the degrees. Column 32 Isaiah chapter 38 verse 8 to 40 to 2. 1. Continue 38 to 8. By which it had gone down. 9. The letter of Hezekiah king of Judah during his sickness and he revived from his sickness. 2. 10. I myself said in the cessation of my, and days I have gone to the gates of Sheol I have been visited from the remainder of my years. 11. I said I shall not. 3. See Yah in the land of the living and I will not behold mankind any more with the dwellers of the world system. 12. My generation has departed. 4. And it is consumed. Rolled up, from me like a shepherd's tent. I am writing like one weaving. My life like pining he has cut me off from day till night you will make an end of me. 5. 13. I babbled, compared, till morning, as a lion, so will he break all my bones. From day till night you will make an end of me. 6. 14. Like a horse or a swallow. Thus I chirped. I mourned like a dove. My eyes hang down from on high. O Lord, I have oppression. 7. Carry me over. 15. What shall I say? He spoke to me, and he himself has done it. Plus to me plus, I shall go softly all my years upon the bitterness. 8. Of soul. 16. O Lord, upon these they live, and in all of them is the life of my spirit. And will you take the sickness from me, and cause me to live? 9. 17. Behold, instead of peace it was very bitter to me. But you loved my soul from the pit of nothingness because you have cast. 10. Behind your back all my sins. 18. For the grave cannot thank you. Death cannot praise you. They cannot hope. 11. Who go down into the pit, for your truth. 19. The living, he shall thank you, as I do today. The Father to the sons is will cause knowledge. 12. To your truth. 20. YHWH was for saving me. Plus the living thank you as I do today the Father to the sons. 13. Will cause knowledge to them to your truth. YHWH was for saving me plus. And we will sing my songs with the stringed instruments all the days of. 14. Our life in the house of YHWH. 21. For Isaiah said, a cake of figs, and rub it on the boil. The rest of this line is written in the margin, and he shall live. 22. Hezekiah had said, what is the sign that I shall go up to the house of the Lord? 15. Chapter 39 to 1. At that time Merodach-Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent books and a present to 16. Hezekiah. For he had heard that he was sick, and had lived, regained strength. 2. And Hezekiah rejoiced for them, and showed them. 17. All the house of his treasures, the silver, and the gold, and the spices, and the good oil. 18. And all the house of his implements, and all that was found in his treasures. There was not a thing that he did not. 19. Show them even Hezekiah, and in his house and in all his government. pp. 20. 3. And Isaiah the prophet came to the King Hezekiah, and said to him, what did they say the men? 21. These ones. And from where did they come to you? And Hezekiah said, from a far land they came to me, from Babylon. 22. 4. And he said, what did they see in your house? And Hezekiah said, they saw all that is in my house there is not. 23. A thing that I did not show them in my treasures. pp. 24. 5. And Isaiah said to Hezekiah, hear the word of YHWH of hosts. 6. Behold, the days are coming. 25. That all that is in your house shall be carried away, and that which your fathers have treasured up until this day, to Babylon, plus and they shall come plus. 26. And not a thing shall be left, says YHWH. 7. And of your sons who shall go out from you, who shall be born to you they shall take. 27. And they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. 8. And Hezekiah said to Isaiah, Good. 28. Asterisk. Is the word of YHWH which you have spoken. He explained, because there shall be peace and truth in my days. pp. 29. Chapter 40-1. Be comforted, my people, and your God says. 2. Speak with the heart to Jerusalem, and call to her. Column 33 Isaiah chapter 40 verse 2 to 40 to 28. 1. Continue chapter 40 to 2. That her warfare is completed because her iniquity is pardoned. For she received from the hand of YHWH 2 handfuls for all. 2. Her sins. 3. A voice crying in the wilderness. Prepare the way of the YHWH, make straight in the desert. 3. A highway for our God. 4. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill shall be brought low, and the slides shall be straightened. 4. And the rough places as a valley. 5. And the glory of YHWH shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, because the mouth of 5. YHWH has spoken. pp. 6. 6. The voice said, Cry. And he said, What shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the pleasantness of it is as the flower of 7. The field. 7. The grass dries, the flower droops. Asterisk because the spirit of YHWH blows on it. Asterisk. The text is confused here, see explanation in comments. He speaks. Our God will stand forever, surely the people is grass. The rest is in the margin. 8. The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God. 8. 9. Upon a high hill go. Go up, with good news, O Zion. Raise up your voice in strength with good news, O Jerusalem. 9. Lift it up, do not be afraid. Say to the cities, and Wa and, of Judah, Behold your God. 10. Behold, the Lord YHWH. 10. Will come in strength, and his arm shall govern for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. 11. Like a shepherd. 11. His flock he shall feed. In his arm he shall gather the lambs and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those who are nursing. pp. 12. 12. Who has measured in the hollow of his hand the waters, plus of the sea plus, and balanced the heavens with, plus his plus, span and contained the dust of the earth in third part, and weighed. 13. In scales the mountains, and the hills in encampments, a balance. 13. Who measured out the spirit of YHWH, or what man being his counselor brought him knowledge? 14. And 14. Who was his counselor, or who brought him understanding, or taught him in the path of judgment, or taught him knowledge, and the way of understanding caused him to know? 15. 15. Behold, the Gentiles are as a drop from a bucket, and are thought as the fine dust of the balances. Behold, he takes up the islands as a little thing. 16. And Lebanon. 16. Has not enough to burn, and its beasts are not enough for a burnt offering. pp. 17. 17. All the Gentiles are as nothing before him, and as non-existent they are accounted to him, and a void. 18. And to whom will you compare God? 18. And to what comparison will you compare to me? Him. 19. The craftsman, plus makes plus, a melting of an idol, and the smelter overlays it with gold, and chains. 19. Of silver he casts. 20. The one being too poor for an offering, a rotting tree he chooses. He seeks for himself a wise craftsman to prepare an idol. 20. That will not be shaken. 21. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told from the start to you? Have you not understood? 21. From the foundations of the earth? 22. He is the one sitting on the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are as grasshoppers. He is the one stretching out as a curtain. 22. The heavens, and he spreads them out as a tent to dwell in. 23. He is placing commanders as nothing. He makes the judges of the earth as a void. 23. 24. Yet, they shall not be planted. Yet, they shall not be sown. Yet, their stem shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow. See explanation, on them, and they shall dry up. 24. And the whirlwind shall bear them away like chaff. pp. 25. 25. To whom will you liken me, or shall I be compared? Says the Holy One. 26. Lift up your eyes on high, and see who has created. 26. These things, the one who brings out by number their host. He calls them all by names by exalted power and might and strength. 27. Not one is made to fail. pp. 28. 27. Why does Jacob speak and Israel say, my way is hidden from YHWH and from my God my judgment? 29. Is passed over. 28. Have you not known? Have you not heard, that the everlasting God, YHWH, the creator of the ends of the earth? Column 34 Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29 to 41 to 23. 1. Continue chapter 40 to 28, is not tired nor weary. There is no search for his understanding. 29 He gives strength to the tired, and to those having no vigor, might. 2. He increases. 30. Youths become weary, and the choice ones shall completely stumble. 31. But the ones who wait upon YHWH shall renew their strength, they shall go up. 3. Winged as eagles. They shall run, and not be weary, and they shall walk, and not faint. pp. 4. Chapter 41 to 1. Be speechless before me, O islands, and let the people renew strength. Let them come near, then they will speak, together for judgment. We will draw near. pp. 5. 2. Who raises up the righteous man from the east, called him to his feet, gave the Gentiles before him, and caused him to dominate kings? He gave 6. Them as the dust for his sword, and as chaff being driven by his bow. 3. He pursued them, and passed in peace, the way his feet did not understand. See note 4. Who 7. Has worked and done it, calling the generations from the start? IYHWH am the first, and the last, I am he. pp. 8. 5. The islands saw it, and they were afraid. The ends of the earth, together, trembled, drew near, and arrived. 6. Each man helped his neighbor, and 9. To his brother he said, be strong. 7. And the craftsman strengthened the smelter, and the one smoothing with hammer him who strikes the anvil, and he says. 10. It is good for soldering, and he makes it firm with nails, so it does not move. pp. 11. 8. But you, Israel, are my servant, Jacob I have chosen you, the seed of Abraham my friend. 9. I have strengthened you. 12. From the ends of the earth, and from her chief men I have called you, and I said, and to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you, and have not 13. Rejected you. 10. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. 14. Yet, I will help you, yet, I will support you with the right hand of my righteousness. 11. Plus behold, plus, they shall be ashamed and humiliated all who are incensed against you, and they shall perish, plus they shall be as nothing. 15. All the men striving with you. pp. A blank line see note. 16. 12. Q omits equals you shall seek them, and shall not find them. The men of your strife, those who war against you shall be as nothing, and finished. 13. Because IYHWH your God. 17. Will hold your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you. 14. Do not be afraid, O worm Jacob. 18. And friends of Israel, I will help you, says YHWH, and your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. 15. Behold, I will put you. 19. As a new sharp threshing tool owning teeth. You shall thresh the mountains, and crush them, and shall make the hills like chaff. 16. You shall winnow them, and the wind. 20. Shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and you shall rejoice in Yhwh. In the Holy One of Israel you shall glory. 21. 17. When the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue in thirst is parched, Yhwh will hear them. 22. The God of Israel will not abandon them. 18. I will open rivers in high places, and in the midst of valleys fountains. 23. I will make the wilderness as a pool of water, and blighted land as springs of water. 19. I will give in the wilderness cedar, the acacia tree. 24. And the myrtle, and the oil tree. I will put in the desert plain the fir tree, and the pine, together. Plus the box tree. 20. So that they may see. 25. And know, and understand, and consider, and comprehend together, that the hand of Yhwh has done this, and the Holy One of Israel. 26. Has created it. 21. Draw near your argument, says Yhwh. Bring out your strongest. 27. Says the King of Jacob. 22. Let them bring them out, and tell us that which is going to happen. Let them show the first things, as they were. 28. Let them tell them that we may set them in our hearts, and know then the latter end, or things to come. Declare to us. 23. Tell us. Column 35 Isaiah chapter 41 verse 23 to 42 to 17. 1. Continue chapter 41 to 23. The symbols of the latter days, that we may know that you are gods. Indeed, make either a good thing or an evil thing. 2. And we will hear, that we may be amazed, and behold it together. 24. Behold, you are from nothing, and your work, is worthless, and an abomination. Is he who chooses. 3. You, 25. I have awakened one from the north, and they shall arrive from, eastward to the sun, and he shall call upon my name, and they shall come. 4. To governors as to mortar, and as the potter treads clay. 26. Who has told from the beginning, that we may know. 5. And before, that we may say, he is righteous? Yet, there is none telling, yet, there is none announcing, yet, there is none hearing. 6. Your words. pp. 7. 27. Behold the first of Zion. Behold them. And to Jerusalem I will give one who brings good tidings. 28. And I looked, and there was no man among them. 8. And there was no counselor, and I asked of them, and they returned not a word. 29. Behold, they are nothing and worthless, their works are wind. Plus behold, all of them are vanity, their works are nothing. 9. And their idols are emptiness, and Yod and pp. 10. Chapter 42 to 1. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen, in whom my soul delights. I put my spirit upon him, and his judgment. 11. Will go out to the Gentiles. 2. He shall not cry, nor shout, nor cause his voice to be heard in the outskirts. 3. A bruised reed. 12. He shall not break, and the smoking flax he shall not quench. For truth he shall bring out judgment. 4. He shall not falter nor be 13. Discouraged, until he puts judgment in the earth, and the islands shall inherit his Torah. pp. 14. 5. Thus says the God, Ha-El. And God, Elohim, Yhwh, the creator of the heavens, and stretched them out in the firmament, and the earth. 15. And that which comes out of it, the giver of breath, Neshama, to the people upon it, and spirit to those walking in it. 6. I, plus Yhwh, have called you. It is well worth inserting here a note referring to the most interesting notations or symbols above the last word in this line. See the notes here. 16. In righteousness, and I will hold your hand, and will keep you, a Nazarene word, and I will give you for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. 17. 7. To open the blind eyes, to bring out from prison the prisoners, and from the house of confinement those who sit in darkness. 18. 8. I am YHWH, that is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to idols. 9. The first things, I told in 19. Behold, they have come to pass, and new things I tell. Before they spring up I tell you of them. 20. 10. Sing to YHWH a new song, and his praise from the end of the earth, the ones going down to the sea, and the fullness of the islands. 21. And the inhabitants of them. 11. Let wilderness and her cities lift up their voice, the villages that Kedar inhabits. Let the inhabitants of Selah, Petra, sing. 22. Let them roar, cry, from the top of the mountains. 12. Let them set glory to YHWH and let them tell his praise in the islands. pp. See notes, asterisk. 23. 13. YHWH shall go out as a mighty man, like a man of war. He shall awaken jealousy, he shall know, cry, even, roar. 24. Against his enemies he shall prevail. 14. I have kept silent, from long ago. I have been speechless and restrained myself, like one in childbirth. 25. I will scream, I will groan and pant together. 15. I will lay waste mountains and hills, and all their vegetation. 26. I will dry up, and I will set the rivers as islands, and I will dry up the pools. 16. And I will cause the blind to walk in a way. 27. That they did not know. In paths that they did not know I will lead them. I will make darkness light before them. 28. And crooked things straight. These things will I do to them, and will not abandon them. 17. They shall be turned around backward and greatly. 29. Ashamed who trust in idols, who say to the molten images, you are our gods. pp.
Column 36, Isaiah 42 verse 18 to 43:20. 1. Chapter 42:18, Let the deaf hear, and cause the blind to look, to see. 19. Who is blind, except but my servant, or as deaf as my messenger? 2. Whom I sent. Who is as blind as the self-confident, and as blind as YHWH's servant? 20. You see many things, but you observe not, he opens. 3. X, the ears, but he does not hear. 21. YHWH is pleased for his righteousness' sake, and he magnifies and makes honorable the law. 22. But this is 4. A people robbed and plundered, all of them are trapped in holes, and they are hidden in prison houses, they are for loot, and no one is delivering. 5. For plundering, and no one says, return. 23. Who among you will listen to this? Who will draw near and hear of the latter things? 24. Who? 6. Gave Jacob for plundering, and Israel to the robbers? Did not YHWH, he against whom we have sinned? For they were not willing. 7. Walk in his ways, nor would they obey his Torah. 25. And he poured on him his furious anger, and the strength of war, and it has set him on fire. 8. Round about, yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he did not take it to heart. pp. 9. Chapter 43:1, But now thus says YHWH your Creator, and Yod, Jacob, and the one who formed, and Yod and you, O Israel, do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. 10. I have called you by your name, you are mine. And Aleph and 2. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not flow over you. 11. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be scorched, nor shall the flame burn you. pp. 12:3. For I am YHWH your God, the Holy One of Israel, and your Redeemer, and am your Savior. I gave Egypt for your ransom, Ethiopia and Sheba instead of you. 13:4. Because you were precious in my sight, you have been glorified, and I have loved you, therefore I give the and h and amen for you, and people instead. 14. For your soul. 5. Do not be afraid, for I am with you, I will bring your seed from the east, and gather you from the west. 6. I will say. 15. To the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back, bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth. 7. Everyone. 16. Who is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory, I formed him, yes, I have made him. 8. Bring him with the blind. 17. Who have eyes, and the deaf who have ears. 9. Let all the Gentiles be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. 18. Who among them can tell this, and proclaim to us first things? Let them give their witnesses, and they will be justified, or let them hear. 19. And let them say, this is truth. 10. You are my witnesses, says YHWH, and my servant whom I have chosen, so that you may know and believe. 20. Me. And understand that I am He, before me there was no God formed, nor after me will there be. pp. 21:11. I, even I, am YHWH, and beside me there is no Savior. 12. I have told, and have saved, and I have declared, when there was number 22. Alien God among you, and you are my witnesses, says YHWH, that I am God. 13. Also before the day was I am He, and there is none who can deliver out of my hand. 23. I work, and who shall return it? pp. 24:14. Thus says YHWH, Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, for your sake I have sent to Babylon, and have brought down their nobles. 25. All of them, and the Chaldeans, whose song is in the ships. 15. I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. pp. 26:16. Thus says YHWH, who makes a roadway in the sea, and a pathways in the mighty waters. 17. Who brings out the chariot and horse. 27. The army and the might together, they shall lie down, they shall not rise up, they are quenched, they are put out like a wick. 18. Do not cause to remember the first things. 28. Nor consider the ancient things. Less than 19. Behold, I make a new thing, now it shall spring up, shall you not know it? Yes. 29. I will make a roadway in the wilderness, and rivers in the Jeshimon. 20. The beast of the field shall glorify me, the sea monster and the owls. Column 37, Isaiah 43 verse 20-44:23. 1. Continue chapter 43:20, because I give waters in the wilderness, and rivers in Jeshimon, to give drink to my people, and my chosen. 21. This people have I formed for myself, they shall speak my praise. pp. 2:22. But you did not call me, Jacob, because you were weary of me, Israel. 23. You did not bring me a sheep for a burnt offering, and with your sacrifices. 3. You did not glorify me. Plus, and you did not make me a present. Plus, I have not caused you to serve, and I have not wearied you with incense. 24. You did not buy for me with silver sweet cane. 4. Nor with the fat of your sacrifices have you filled me, but you have made me to serve with your sins, you have wearied me with your iniquities. 25. I, even I, 5. Am He, the one blotting out your transgressions for my own sake, and I will remember your sins no longer. 26. Cause me to remember. Let us judge together, explain in what manner. 6. You are justified. 27. Your first father sinned, and your leaders transgressed against me. 28. And I have cursed the princes of holiness, and gave Jacob to the curse. 7. And Israel to reproaches. Chapter 44:1. Yet now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel, my chosen, come, or, in it, pp. 8:2. Thus says YHWH, the one who made you, and the one who formed you from the womb, the one helping you. Do not be afraid, Jacob, my servant, and you, Jeshurun, my chosen, come or to it. 9. 3. Because I will pour water on the thirsty, and floods on the dry land, and thus and I will pour my spirit upon your seed, and my blessing upon your offspring. 4. And they shall spring up as among 10. The grass, as willows by the streams of water. 5. This one will say, I am YHWH's, and this one shall call on the name of Jacob, and another shall write with his hand. 11. To YHWH, and on the name of Israel he shall be titled, pp. 12. 6. Thus says YHWH, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer YHWH of hosts, plus is his name, I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. 13. 7. And who is like me, who can call, and tell, and explain for myself, since I placed the people of antiquity, the things that have happened. Let them say, the things that are coming, the things to come in future, let them tell. 14. To us. 8. Do not fear, nor be afraid, have I not from then spoken of it to you, and have told it? You are my witnesses. Is there a God beside me? There is no God of 15. Stone that I know. 9. The makers an idol, all of them are empty, and their coveted things without profit, and their own witnesses, and they are, and they do not see, and they do not know, so that 16. They may be ashamed. 10. Who forms a god, or casts an idol for no profit? 11. Behold, all his friends shall be ashamed, for the workmen are from mankind, they are gathered together. 17. All of them, and they stand up, they are afraid, and they are ashamed together. 12. The iron worker works with tongs in the coals, and fashions, and yod, and it with hammers, and works it. 18. With the strength of his arms, also he is hungry, and he has no strength, he drinks no water, and is tired. 13. The craftsman, and yod, and of wood stretches out his ruler, he marks it out with a line. 19. He fits it with planes, and he marks it out with the compass, and makes it in the shape of a man, according to human excellence, to abide in the house. 14. For hewing down. 20. For himself cedars, and taking the cypress and the oak, which he strengthens for himself among the trees of the forest, he plants an ash, and the rain makes it grow. 15. Then it shall blaze, b, for man for burning, and he will take 21. From them, and warm himself, yes, he kindles it, and bakes bread, yes, he labors it a god, and worships it, he makes an idol, and falls down to it. 16. Half he burns in 22. The fire, and in with, and half of it he eats flesh, he kindles and he warms himself, he roasts meat, and is satisfied, he warms himself, and says to his brother, I am warm, I am before the light, fire. 17. And with the remains he makes a god. 23. From a tree trunk, even his graven image, and he falls down to it, and worships and prays to it, and says, Deliver me, for you are my God. 18. They do not know nor understand. 24. For he has plastered their eyes from seeing, and their hearts from understanding. 19. And none returns to his heart, nor is there knowledge nor understanding to say, plus. 25. I have burned part of it in the fire, yes, I have baked bread upon the coals, I have roasted flesh, and eaten it, and the rest I shall make an abomination? Shall I fall down to the trunk? 26. Of a tree? 20. He feeds on dust, a deceived heart has stretched him out, so that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, There is falsehood in my right hand. pp. 27, 21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for you are my servant, I have formed you my servant, Israel, I shall not forget you. 22. I have blotted out, as a cloud. 28. Your transgressions, and, as a cloud, your sins, return to me, for I have redeemed you. pp. 29, 23. Sing, O heavens, for YHWH has done it, shout, under parts of the earth, break out into singing, O mountains, O forest, and every tree there, because YHWH has redeemed. Column 38 Isaiah 44 verse 23 to 45:21. 1. Continue chapter 44:23, Jacob, and has done wonders in Israel. Thus says YHWH, your Redeemer, and he who formed you from the womb. 2. I am YHWH, maker of all things, stretching out the heavens alone, spreading abroad the earth by myself. 25. Frustrating the symbols of the and liars and making those doing divination. 3. To rant, turning around the and wise men and backward, and making their knowledge foolish. 26. Confirming the word of his servant, and he rewards the counsel of his messengers, the one saying. 4. To Jerusalem, you shall be inhabited, and to the cities of Judah, you shall be built, and your wasted places I will raise them up. 27. Saying to the deep, be dry. 5. And I will dry up your rivers. 28. Saying of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and all my desires he will complete, and saying to Jerusalem, you shall be built. 6. And to the temple, your and yod and a foundation shall be laid. Chapter 45:1. Thus says YHWH to his Messiah, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have held. 7. To bring down Gentiles before him, and I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the two-doored gates, and the gates shall not be shut. 2. 8. Will go before you, and make straight the crooked places. I will shatter the gates of brass, and chop up the bars of iron. 3. And I will give. 9. To you the treasures of darkness, and riches of secret places, so that you will know that I YHWH, the one calling you by your name. 10. Am the God of Israel. For the sake of Jacob my servant, and Israel my chosen, I have called you by your, and yod and a name, plus I have surnamed you, and neither. 11. Did you know me? 5. I am YHWH, and there is no one else, and beside me there is no God. I girded you, and you did not know me. 6. So that they will know. 12. From the rising of the sun, and from the west, that there is none beside me. I am YHWH, and there is no one else. 7. I am the former of the light, and creator of darkness. 13. Making good, peace, and creating evil. I YHWH am doing all these things. pp. 14:8. Plus drop down, you heavens, from above, and let the clouds pour out righteousness, speak to the earth and let it sprout salvation, let righteousness be made to spring out. The rest of verse 8 is not in Q. I am YHWH, I created it. pp. 15:9. Woe to him who argues with the one making him, as the potsherd argues with the potsherds of the earth. Plus woe plus, to the one saying. 16. To the one forming it, what are you making? Or, your work, it has no, plus human plus, hands. 10. Woe to him who says to his father, what did you beget? Or to the woman. 17. What have you brought forth? 11. Thus says YHWH, and the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker, ask me of future signs concerning my sons, and concerning the work of 18. My hands. Command me. 12. I made the earth, and man upon it I created, I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all. 19. Their host, have I commanded. 13. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will straighten all his ways, he shall build. 20. My city, and the tithe he shall send out, not for price nor reward, says YHWH of hosts. pp. 21:14. Thus says YHWH, the toil of Egypt, and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabaeans, men of stature, they shall pass over to you, and they shall be yours. 22. Behind they shall see, in fetters, they shall pass over, and they shall fall down and worship you, and to you they shall pray, saying, surely God is in you, and there is no other. 23. And there is no other God. 15. Therefore you are a God of hidden places, O God of Israel, the Savior. 16. They shall be ashamed, and also humiliated, all of them. 24. Together shall go to humiliation who are craftsmen of stone idols. 17. Israel shall be saved by YHWH with an everlasting salvation. 25. You shall not be ashamed nor humiliated for ever and ever. pp. 26, 18. For thus says YHWH, Creator of the heavens, He is the God and He formed the earth and made it, and He 27. Prepared it, He did not create it void. He formed it to be inhabited, I am YHWH, and there is no one else. 19. I did not speak in secret, 28. In a dark place of the earth, I did not say to the seed of Jacob in vain, Seek me, I YHWH speak. 29. Righteousness, telling things that are straight. 20. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near, plus together, and with him who is escaped from the Gentiles, neither. 30. Do the ones setting up the wood of their idols know, that they pray to a God that cannot save? 21. Let them tell, and bring them near. Column 39, Isaiah 45 verse 21 to 47:11. 1. Continue chapter 45:21. Yes, let them take counsel together. Who has announced this from antiquity? Who has told it from then? Is it not I YHWH? And there is no other. 2. God beside me, a righteous God and a Savior, there is none beside me. 22. Turn to me, and be saved, all the ends of the earth, because 3. I am God, and there is no other. 23. By myself I have sworn, the word of righteousness is gone out of my mouth, and shall not return, plus empty, that to me shall bow, 4. Every knee and every tongue shall swear. 24. Even by YHWH he shall say to me, righteousness and strength, and to him shall they come, and they shall be ashamed. 5. All who are infuriated against him. 25. In YHWH all the seed of Israel shall be justified, and shall glorify. Chapter 46:1, Baal bows down, Nebo stoops, 6. Their idols on beasts, and on the cattle, your load was a heavy burden, Q plus according to their report, 2. They stoop, they bow down. 7. Together, they were not able to deliver the burden, but their souls are gone into captivity. pp. 8:3. Hear me, house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, who are born by me from the womb, who are carried by me. 9. In mercies. For, until your old age I am he, and until to gray hairs I will carry you, I have made, and I will bear, and I, 10. Will carry, and will save you. 5. To whom will you liken me, and make me agree, and compare me, that I may be likened? 11:6. They pour out gold out of the bag, and weigh silver in the balance, and hire a goldsmith, and he makes it a god, they fall down, yes, they worship it. 12:7. They bear it upon their shoulder, they carry it, and set it under it, and it stands, it shall not move from its place, yes, one shall cry. 13. To it, and it will not answer, and out of his trouble will not save him, Q plus weakness, 8. Remember this, and be manly, O transgressors, take it. 14. To heart, 9. Remember the first things of ancient time, for I am God, and there is no one else, I am God, and there is no one like me, 10. Telling. 15. The end from the beginning, and from antiquity the things that are not done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. 16. 11. Calling a bird of prey from the east the man of my counsel from afar, yes, I have spoken it, I will also bring it to pass, I have formed it, 17. Yes, I will do it. pp. 18:12. Listen to me, you bull-headed, who are far from righteousness, 13. I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation. 19. Shall not lag behind, and I will place salvation in Zion for Israel my glory. pp. 20, chapter 47:1, Come down, and sit upon the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the earth, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. 4. 21. You shall no longer be called soft and dainty. 2. Take the millstones, and grind meal, roll back the veils, make bare. 22. The skirt, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. 3. Your nakedness shall be uncovered, your reproach also shall be seen, I will take vengeance, and neither. 23. Will I meet you as a man. 4. Our Redeemer, YHWH of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. 5. Sit mute, and go, and vav and. 24. Into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for you shall no more be called, the mistress of kingdoms. 6. I was angry with my people. 25. And I have polluted my inheritance, and gave them into your hand, you showed them no mercy, on the elderly you heavily laid your yoke, see 9:2 for the importance of this word. 26. Greatly. 7. And you said, I shall be a heroine forever, you did not take these things to your heart, neither did you remember. 27. The latter end of it. 8. And now hear this, O voluptuous, who dwells securely, who says in your heart, I am, and there is no one. 28. Else, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I see, no, bereavement, and vav and a 9. But these two things shall come to you in a moment in one day. 29. Bereavement and widowhood, in their completeness they shall come upon you for the multitude of your witchcraft, and for the great abundance of your enchantments. 10. For you have trusted. 30. In your wickedness, you have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge has turned you around, and you have said in your heart, I am. 31. And there is no one else beside me. 11. And evil shall come upon you, you shall not know from her origin, and disaster shall fall upon you, you shall not be able to cover it. Column 40 Isaiah 47 verse 11 to 49:4. 1. Continue chapter 47:11, and Holocaust shall come upon you suddenly, and you shall not know. 12. Stand, and vav and please with your enchantments, and with the multitude of your witchcraft, in which you toiled. 2. From your youth, plus until today plus, Q omits the rest, if it be that you shall be able to profit, if it be that you may prevail. 13. Not in Q you are wearied, in the multitude of your counsels. Let them stand please, and let them save you, the astrologers, those seeing visions in stars. 3. The predictors of monthly knowledge, from these things that shall come on you. 14. Behold, they shall be like chaff, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver their souls. 4. From the hand of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm them, nor a light to sit opposite it. 15. Thus shall they be to you with whom you have labored your merchants from your youth. 5. Each man to his passing, they shall wander astray, none shall save you. pp. 6, chapter 48:1, Hear this, O house of Jacob, who are called by the name of Israel, and of the waters of Judah you came out, who swear by the name of. 7. YHWH and in the God of Israel you remember, not in truth, nor in righteousness. 2. Because from the holy city they are called, and upon. 8. The God of Israel they lean, YHWH of hosts is his name. 3. The beginning things from then I have told them and from my mouth they have gone out. 9. And I declared them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. 4. On account of that, and I knew that you are hard, and your neck is an iron sinew, plus h. 10. And your brow brass. 5. I told you, from then, before it came I declared it to you, lest you should say, my idol has done them. 11. And my graven image, and my molten image, commanded them. 6. You heard, all of this and have you not told them? I have caused you to hear new things from this time. 12. Even Nazareth, which you did not know. 7. They are created now, and not from then, and before the day you did not hear of them, lest you should say, Behold. 13. I already knew them. 8. And also, you did not hear, also, you did not know, also your ear was not open from then, for I knew that. 14. You would be very treacherous and were called a transgressor from the womb. 9. For the sake of my name I will put afar off my anger, and I will restrain my praise for you, so as not to. 15. Cut you off. 10. Behold, I have refined you, but not with silver. Q equals when I showed mercy to you, M equals I have chosen you, in the furnace of affliction. 11. For my own sake, even for my own sake. 16. I will do it, and because and, how can I profane it, M, plus name. And I will not give my glory to another. pp. 17. 12. Listen to this, Jacob and Israel, my called, I am he, I am the first, even I am the last. 13. Yes. My hand also has laid the foundation of. 18. The earth, and my right hand has spanned the heavens, I call to them, they stand up together. 14. All of them gather together and they hear. 19. Who is among them and has declared these things? YHWH loved him, he will do my desires on, and Vav and Babylon, and his arm shall be on the Chaldeans. 15. I, even I, 20. Have spoken, yes, I have called him, I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. 16. Draw near to me, plus erasure plus, hear this. 21. I have not spoken in secret from the beginning, from the time that it was, I was there, and now the Lord YHWH, and his Spirit, has sent me. Read my comments on this important verse, pp. Asterisk. 22, 17, Thus says YHWH your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, I am YHWH your God your teacher for profit. 23. Aramaic, the one who leads you by the way that you should go in it. 18. And you did not listen to my commandments. Then would your peace be as a river, and your righteousness. 24. As the waves of the sea. 19. Your seed also would have been as the sand, and the offspring like the gravel of it, their name should not have been cut off nor destroyed. From before me. pp. Asterisk. 25, 20. Go out of Babylon, flee from the Chaldeans, with a voice of singing declare it, tell this, plus let it go out plus, to the end of the earth. 26. Say, the Lord has redeemed his servant Jacob. 21. And they did not thirst in the deserts when he led them, he caused the waters, Q equals to gush out, to flow out, from the rock for them. 27. He split the rock, and the waters gushed out. 22. There is no peace, says YHWH, for the wicked. pp. Asterisk. 28, chapter 49:1, Hear me, O islands, and listen peoples, from afar, YHWH called me from the womb, from my mother's belly. 29. He caused my name to be remembered. 2. And he has put my mouth, and a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand he hid me, and made me, plus a lamed cough overwrite plus, as a polished arrow, partial erased, Bash. 30. In his quiver he hid me. 3. And he said to me, You are my servant Israel, in whom I will be glorified. pp. Asterisk. 31. 4. Then I said, For emptiness I have toiled, my strength for a void and a vapor I have spent surely my judgment is with YHWH and my work.